a little bit on me there.
Sorry, Anita disappeared too. I'm back.
I'm
Oh,
here. I haven't left.
taking notes.
For me.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So Jennifer had us watching a horror movie this.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we haven't watched a horror movie. Not that I can, like, they've had scary parts in them and so on, but so this was The Mist, written based on a book by Stephen King and adapted for our viewing pleasure.
Didn't it?
And what did y'all think?
Didn't you feel like the movie was made in about 1990 or 88 or like, because it's made in 2007, but I somehow feel like it was trying to reflect 20 years before that. Nobody had a mobile phone that they pulled out to try and make phone calls on. You know what I mean? Nobody went, oh, I'll try and call my wife, or I'll try and call the police, or they all just stood there when they were locked into that place and they felt totally isolated. Nobody thought about reaching out.
Well, maybe that's a plot point that they had to set it sort of then so that they couldn't have that option.
But they didn't set it then. They didn't say, oh, Mark, we just got invaded Iraq for the first time. You know what I mean? To try and.
But then they also didn't say, oh, too bad cell phones weren't invented.
Well, plus
the
military guys should have had like CD radios or some sort of cell phones of some kind.
I think it was plot. There was lots of plot holes in this one. Like it was a strainer, a salad strainer full of plot holes.
You mean it's not real?
Did anyone read the book?
No, I haven't read the book. I'm kind of curious now how the book was compared to the movie. But oh my gosh,
the ending is the end. Totally different.
Yeah, with the tentacles and everything too. I was sure I was seeing rubber too at one point.
Yeah, I had heard that in some ways it's a better ending than the book. So the movie, Stephen King had said, "Oh, it's actually a better ending than I had written."
I want to read that now.
That was the worst ending ever.
But he said it's the better one that he had written. So I don't know what he had written.
It was shocking.
It was very shocking, but in other words, and I mean, it was a little obvious as before it even happened. The ending happened. You go, you don't do that.
Yeah, well, he did.
At least you starved to death or something. You know what I mean? Like you
and especially when he said he had the 4 bullets, right? I thought,
I only have 4.
What's going to happen here? And then with the young mom, when she's on that truck with her children and everything too.
And she was the one at the beginning saying, will no one come with me? Will no one help me?
Nobody walk a lady home.
Nobody walk a lady home?
Yep.
And then she's sitting by and looking at him like, I'm for you.
Well, the neighbor Norton got his comeuppance for being a non-believer. He just got, what do you call that? Webbed to death or whatever.
Right.
And they had the satisfaction of him, you were right. It's like, okay, yeah.
And you know what? I was laughing out loud at some of the parts. I just started laughing. I thought, oh, this is dead serious. Stop laughing.
Is this recording? I don't see the little button.
I think it is, Jeff. Yeah, I think it's recording.
Oh, you see a little button in yours?
Yeah, it says recording.
It says recording.
Don't know if you'll know how to turn it off, but definitely it's recording. So yeah, it's one of the things that I think it kind of showed is the paranoia that people have when stuff goes wrong. And it's like, boy, oh boy, you saw the whole gamut of, scared kids, just the whole gamut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the part when the first girl started proselytizing about the end of days,
Marcia Gay Harden, yeah.
And then she ends up that other girl said, "Oh no, people won't start listening to her. We're better than that. We're humans. We are like, just stop it. Stop thinking that is the worst of everybody." And of course, the worst of everybody ramps up, and 7 hours later, they're in the pits of hell, happening with humans gone. Like, it didn't take humans very long to turn to an answer that she seemed to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and she had no answer. Her answer was just made up gibberish.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at least it was an answer. Like, at least she had something definitive to say to the people when nobody else had anything definitive to say. So they end up gravitating towards that.
And Mrs. Carmody, the Bible, she got her comeuppance. Sometimes you don't get to see people get their comeuppance. So both Norton and Carmody got their comeuppance.
Yeah, and I think
got shot in the middle of the forehead.
Yeah, I think it was Ollie that shot her too. Yeah,
but I didn't think that was a comeuppance.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't deserve to die for that. She deserved to die for.
She was so annoying. I was ready to kill her.
I agree with that, but
I know you're not supposed to kill people. I get it.
there's like. Early on, I would have just choked her out. She faints, and you gets back up, and then you do it again, and you just keep doing that. And she has nothing to say because she gets choked out.
I'm surprised that any of our family reunions happen at all, because Jeff would just choke us all out.
Yes, that's most of the family reunions.
I wondered whether or not the ending her was because it kept snowballing, like it was getting worse and the crowd was getting bigger, and there was the crowd against her was getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they were getting more aggressive and crazed. And it's like, how do you end it without becoming one of them?
Right.
And they ended up killing her. And I was like, oh, well, I felt vindicated because she was nasty. She was nasty.
And it's really not far from the Jury movie that we watched, because it's like it starts out with 12 against or 11 against 1, and then it switches, and it was like the relatively same people at the beginning of this, and then it's like a whole bunch of them were with the wackadoodle lady.
And they were taking her side, and then you saw the two sides, and then in the supermarket too, there was the one side and then the her side too, and it's just Yeah.
And even at the beginning, the guys are like, we would never listen to her. She's so full of crap. She's touting all this bullshit. And then at the end there, and that one guy who found Jesus, and then he was like right into it. It was like, oh my God. That was so great. Yeah,
when they first got locked in the supermarket, I'm thinking, okay, how many people are going to make it out alive? It'll be interesting to how many now, because there was a lot of people there, and I thought, oh, they're going to be killing off a lot of people because they have lots of people who don't really have a part, but they killed off people who had parts.
I wanted to see some people from the grocery store in the back of the truck driving by at the end.
That would have been interesting. Yeah.
Just a couple of them, just like 3 left or something.
Yeah. He was at the end, he was screaming. He'd be like, no, really, really screaming. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But the turmoil was the fact that he was a hero by killing them with the bullet, making it quick, and he was going to do the suffering.
Right.
Yeah.
And he becomes the anti-hero the moment the mist clears.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. And, everything is over, and he's now dead, and he killed his son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so he went from hero to anti-hero, and yet he did the same things in both.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. And he was so attentive to his son Billy there too, like holding him and trying to console him and everything too, and getting other folks to help his son out, and to have him do that. Yeah, it's
Well,
and then they got into his house, and his wife's all hanging in the cobwebs, and it's like,
I thought she was going to move a little bit, like open her eye, and then he's going to have to try and tear her down, and all the spiders would come out.
Yeah, but no, so the I don't know what was scary, like the flying things or the big things with tentacles, and like there was a bunch of different monsters in this, but it looks like in some ways the monsters within, when we're dealing with not being able to control our circumstances, and they become like crazy. And then what do you do? And sometimes it doesn't work out.
And your patience runs thin, and then you're snapping at everybody. And it was really, and Anita, I could see that too, where it was really a study of human nature and how people respond to crises and everything too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Find that the aliens were starting out small, and then they get bigger, and by the end they were like apartment size elephants. I don't even know what they would be. Brachiosauruses, Plethosaurus. Whatever that walking thing was.
Very ethereal music they were playing. Did you like that music when they're being saved and like they're driving away and you hear that and then this light singing over top?
Yeah, sure.
I don't remember that part.
Dance. I went to see them by myself in Toronto because nobody'd go with me. Dead Can Dance was fantastic, and they played two of their songs in the emotion.
Good.
Oh,
never heard. I don't remember hearing about that.
I'll
have to listen to it again.
In the very serene moments when they're like driving away the first time, when they're escaping this, and then you hear this really light voice singing, and it's like harp and not bagpipes, but some kind of I don't even know what the instrument was.
Yeah,
like
very
drum.
Ethereal. Yes.
Yeah, it was, and it's like. What I didn't like was some of the obvious things of when they had patience when they should, and when they didn't have patience when they should be having patience. Driving away. You go reaching for the gun on the hood of the car, reaching for the gun. The animal comes, you're still reaching for the gun, and you get in the car, climbs over, goes away, and so they sit there for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they drive away very slowly.
Well, my notes at the end were it's too slow, and then it's like it's way too slow. So they are just so bad at that. They were slowing it down to a pace that made me annoyed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, but I guess they wanted to make it a 2-hour movie, so it's like, okay, we've gotten to this part pretty fast. So,
but they were literally crawling, weren't they? Like it was just, I noticed that too. And I thought, well, there's such urgency to get the gun, and he's grabbing like this, and then all of a sudden slowly pull away. Yeah.
And then the driving was slow. Like you're trying to get out of that freaking mist. Like you don't know where it ends, and you're just going to drive nice. I mean, I get it. You have to drive slow because of
you're going to hit something.
School bus was on the road, and that was nice. You had to be cautious under those kind of conditions. But the other thing that really bothered me was when they saw that the monster at the end where it stopped and everyone shutters the car. Yeah. And then you see it walking away, and you see that there were telephone lines across the road. Oh. So he stepped over the telephone lines, but his feet only went up a little bit. If you saw him walking, he moved like. But so they could have seen those hydro lines being broken, and then him having shocked and him dying, the big monster. Yeah. But you need a spark and a shock, and then you would have had, we have a way of defeating them. Like you could have had that at least as a thought of an answer. Or it could have been showing how smart they were because they were stepping over these wires. But they got on the other side of the wires, and they're only lifting their feet 5 feet up in the air for every single step they were taking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So did anyone find a Bewitched connection? AI said, "Oh yes, there is," and it's like, no, there wasn't. AI was wrong.
Was it?
Yeah, but
the little guy. Was he in Star Trek? The little guy who shot her in the forehead.
Okay, so there was a Star Wars. Sam Witwer, Private Jessup. He was in Star Wars, one of the final 3 things. So he was in Star Wars. But there's a big Shawshank Redemption connection because it's the same director, right? Frank Darabont did Shawshank Redemption. So there's 3 or 4. Jeffrey DeMunn, who was Dan Miller, he was the guy in the car. He was on Shawshank Redemption. But yeah, my favorite one was one of the bikers, Brian Libby. He was in Shawshank Redemption playing Red. He was also in The Twilight Zone with John Delancey, who played Q in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Right. So it's like, so these little connection-y things you're going.
I remember that character of Q very well, John Delancey. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was brilliant. And Toby Jones, well, Ollie was in Harry Potter and the Hunger Games. So there's a bunch of people who were like, I've never heard of them, and they didn't have too many credits to their names. So I guess but my favorite was Francis Sternhagen. He played Cliff's mother on Cheers.
Oh,
she was also
played the teacher. Yeah.
the old lady in the back seat.
That was a teacher.
The old lady.
The old lady in the back seat was a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think but she wasn't the young teacher.
No, she was the one. She would even say to somebody, "Oh, didn't I teach you?" Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and she was also on The Simpsons.
Did you see that biker guy was somebody that was in a show?
I think he was. I think your sister was right. He was in Shawshank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul noticed that he was in Shawshank too. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I know Ollie was in Raiders of the Lost Ark, or no?
It's an Adventures.
He
Avengers.
was in lots of stuff. He's been
played
in
like
the
a-
Hunger Games. He's been
A Russian doctor, a Russian scientist, or something. German, yeah.
he's been in a lot of stuff. I like
Right.
him.
Hydra. He was with Hydra.
Yes.
Yeah. So one of my other notes, I was watching when they got to the pharmacy, that scene took pretty slow because they wanted to reveal that the people were in there. And all through it, I'm going, run, you idiots. and then run, you idiots. And then run, you idiots, because they're not running. It's like,
I know. They're in the other
And then
building,
the spiders
and
start
they're
to
like
come out, and they're still standing there, and you're like, just
standing around.
push down the fat person.
Yeah. And they're just in silence watching the whole thing, the whole
Yeah.
glass of the supermarket. And then of course there's a break and they're like,
you don't have to run fast. You just have to run faster than the slowest person can run. That's all you have to do.
So when I was the guy from the army who was the last guy left, and they're now turning on me, you know what I mean, and saying that you're part of this, you're part of this, and you, of course, you were watching. The person saying it the most was what's her name, Gay Harden's character,
Mrs. Carmody.
and she's get him. He's the bad guy. Like, he's the cause of all this. I would have turned at that moment and said to her, okay, our secret's out. You were up in the army base helping us out with all this stuff. and we have to tell them the truth and then get them to turn on her, is what I would have done at that moment.
yeah.
And because they were going to turn on him no matter what. And at least you could have sunk her, because she got him stabbed. I mean, he was stabbed because of her, because she essentially said, go get him, go get him.
She was just trying to find
I
someone.
didn't mind her dying. I didn't mind her dying. I just didn't think you needed to do that to, like, as viscerally as you did. I don't know.
I actually really enjoyed it though, because she was just making the people go crazy, like bloodlust, and they didn't even know what they were doing.
That's not worth death.
Well.
You're as bad as them.
So many people were
I
dying for no good
feel that.
reason.
Well, they were dying because of the mist, and I didn't even quite get this mist thing. And when they started talking about other dimensions, and I mean, what were they trying to do there? Were they actually trying to say these is interdimensional travel things?
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about a mist. You just have to worry about things coming through any dimension and walking up and killing you. And it's got nothing to do with morning and night and light and fire and everything. It's dimension.
Yep. But they went that way. I guess you want people to be scared, I guess. Of the mist.
Aliens, like trying to talk to aliens, and they came here, and that's what came, and they live in a mist. You know, that all makes a little bit of quick sense. You didn't need to go to other dimensions. We tore a hole in dimension time, and they and
they broke through a portal or something, or
the Arrowhead Project.
At the beginning, I thought, this doesn't look like Maine, but
Louisiana.
It said all his like movies and books are based out of Maine, and I'm like, well, Portland, is it Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine? They have both.
But so it was filmed in Louisiana, and apparently, like, there were goofs, like the school bus had a district that was only in Louisiana and not in Maine, and few little things like that.
I know when it was filmed right down the road from me in Port Hope, Stephen King was there, and it was like something like Derry, Maine. That's what they turned Port Hope into downtown.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
where he's
from Brunswick.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good scary movie, but it was a tad overdone. It's not my typical genre, but I didn't like.
Oh.
It's like, ooh, you know, when they slam the door on the tentacle, it's like, I wonder when they poke it, is it going to move? Oh, yes, it did. And then is it going to evaporate so other people?
A bit
can't say, "Oh,
campy,
yes, it did."
a bit campy, but I think it was more of the societal sort of behavior, how it turned into, like you said, like with 12 Angry Men, where one person against everybody turns into everybody against one person,
Yeah.
or a handful of people, and it's like, ooh, how quickly you can turn.
Exactly.
And where did that butcher come from? You don't see him till right to the end, and then he's stabbing everybody. I don't remember seeing him. Like, what business do you have stabbing everybody?
He was just quietly watching, and then he goes cuckoo. Yeah.
Where did you come
The
from?
leading man there, did anybody, I didn't know him, the leading man.
He's
Did
from The
anybody
Punisher, the original The Punisher.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't know him. Like,
He's been in a couple things, but not a lot.
Did the mom even have a name? Like I don't.
I didn't
recall her having-
recognize her.
No.
I
Right.
think the old lady, the teacher, the old school retired school teacher, was
Frances.
she in? What else was she in
She was in
besides
everything. Irene.
sitcoms? She's been in movies, like a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's dead by now.
I think she was in The Closer, the TV series, which Martin watched. So
There's Martin.
She did it 2 years ago, November 2023.
Did she really at the age of
90.
90? Yeah.
I always like her. Her voice is very particular.
very distinctive, isn't
And
it?
she's really good at being like an aunt or a grandma.
Oh, she was. And when she was on Cheers, like I think Cliff's
mom.
mother. Yeah. Oh, Cliff. Yeah. She just had that air about her. Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Clavin.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, they had a bunch of things. It's like the predictable, okay, the generator doesn't work because the alien's probably sitting on it. Okay, well, I'll go get the alien and knock it off. And it's just like, yeah, door up, door down.
Also think at the very beginning, the mist is there. They see the animals the first time trying to get in and break in the window and stuff.
Like locusts or something.
Yeah, they didn't seem to want to tape up the door so well. Like you think you'd
And they're all
bolster
glass.
You'd bolster that, you'd do something to shore that up, and they would open the door and close it and just leave it there. And
too, when they took like the dog or cat food and they were putting it up, they only went so far. You would think they would try to block the window, but they only went so far so you could see everybody still in the supermarket.
Why didn't they throw the dog food out the store, and the animals might want to eat that and then leave them alone?
Yeah.
Like, they're wonderful. At least try it, right?
And didn't one of them grab one of the bags and start eating it, and the kibble went all over the place? Yeah,
I don't remember that.
It was nice when you had the aliens, whatever, coming against the glass and cracking it. Like that's and I think my favorite one was when I thought this was ingenious. They're going to tie the 300-foot rope around him, and he's going to run, and they're going to see how long they get before he gets.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he come back with half a
Torso.
and it's like, when you could tell like the rope going dance and stuff like that. And it's like that's there you go.
that's when I was starting to laugh when they were pulling the rope, and there's his bottom half.
Yeah, good thing it stayed stuck on it, right? It didn't like slide off and leave him.
Or the group of the 5 of them are going to make it, or there's way more than that. There's originally like 10 of them. They're going to make it to the car, right?
Yeah,
Go to the car. First guy, open the doors. This will be great. We'll have this all done.
Yeah.
And as they're running towards the car, they all are told where it is. No, they go, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I'm over here. I'm over here. You just stay with the group. Like
Hold
go a
hands.
different route and then be lost in the mist. And they're all like trying to help the other guy. Oh, and he hits the side of the car as he's running.
Well, you got the car wouldn't have held all 10 of them, so it's just as well that some of them got eaten or whatever.
How about one person, the fastest guy, him, with
That won't be
his
Jeff.
he knows his car. He runs to the car, gets in it. Because if they're going to get away from these animals, the car has to be able to withstand not letting the things come in and get you anyways, right? So safety will be in the car is the thought process. Otherwise, leaving with the people in the car would do you no good.
Okay.
So he go by himself, pull up out front, they all jump in, and when you can watch it and manage it, and then close the door and be gone.
Okay, of us four, who's going to the car first?
Jeff.
Not me, of course.
He's got the keys.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, it's electric.
Jennifer used to be in a marathon, so maybe Jennifer.
I know it definitely wouldn't be me.
Yeah, but Jennifer doesn't know how to start my Tesla.
No, not at all.
It wasn't
You
a
have to have
Tesla.
your mobile phone with you, and there's no.
My
mobile
name
phones
is
in that
Jeff.
with you.
I want this car to start now and run from the aliens from the fifth dimension.
Very slowly.
Watch the fog. I have driven in North Carolina in fog like that, and it was really scary.
Yeah, it's like soup. It's like soup, and
You
really
can't see. It was basically you come to a stop and you're like, I can't see left, right. I can't see the hood of my car. I can't see in front of the windshield. It's completely white.
You're going to be scared next time you hit one of those because you're going to look for an animal. They kept showing him in the car. They kept showing him, and he's sitting there, and then it would show the window, a big shot of the window and the side of his face. The camera was there. And they never had the animal show up in the window because that's what we're all waiting for. That was actually good because as he's sitting there and they're doing stuff, they're giving the shot with the window getting the presentation part of the shot, and you are waiting for something to smack into it. And it doesn't.
My new pastime is to go where the fog is and have plastic bugs and throw it at people's windows. I think that would be fun.
All the subscribers and followers,
yes,
we shall tag them, find them, and then wait for the fog and throw stuff at them from the dollar store.
I am going to take a picture of one of Anita's beetle rocks that she has at my house at the front door.
Ladybug.
The ladybug?
Beetle.
Ladybug's a beetle.
Yeah, technically, but you don't call it a beetle. That's what do you call it? Leading people astray. It's the ladybug or ladybird.
The ladybugs in Ontario are wonderful things. In New Brunswick, they're terrible things. So we have the Asian ones and they bite.
Yes.
And they're not nice. So we don't like them. I don't consider them a wonderful thing. They come into my bedroom through the windows.
Yep.
A little gap.
Ours are bad this year.
They still make it back in. And so they're a pain to me. So I like calling it a beetle. Anyways, I'm going to take a picture of it, and then tell AI to turn that into grow some legs to be a bug, and then run towards the camera very quickly. And then I'll send that to you, and you go, "Oh, my little bug, I'm going to attack you." Oh! That's what I'm going to do. I'll send it to you all when I do it.
Yeah. Actually, I think I have a video where we have a little portable vacuum, and we must have had 100 in the bedroom, and they'd stay alive in the little vacuum canister part, and there must have been 1,000 in there. I got to put that somewhere and put a little buzzing behind it. They've come. They've come.
Look at all of them crawling.
I'm taking them to Jeff's place and letting them free.
Years ago, we had a garden. This is years ago. And when the kids were little, and we had potato bugs. So I gave them baby food jars, and I told them, you know, it was potato bugs. They're hard. They have a harder shell. It's
not the roly-polies?
Nope, wasn't the roly-poly. It was a definitely.
Roly-poly.
No, Colorado potato bug.
Is it roly-poly?
No, it's not. Roly-poly is something else.
So the potato bugs, they roll into a ball, to a perfect ball.
No, a potato bug that's on the potato plant in the garden, not one that's in your basement.
It looks like a shelled creature, like a elongated ladybug. That's not a potato bug?
No, I
learned a potato bug was gray.
We call them potato bugs. We call them potato bugs, but the potato beetles that are on the potatoes, the Colorado potato beetles, something else. So
we need an entomologist here, people.
What are you talking about here, Anita? The ones that we knew as potato bugs, or the real potato bugs?
Real potato bugs. So I used to get the kids to get potato bugs and put them in the baby food jar, and they would, if they get a jar full, they get some money. And by the time you see the bottom ones, they're in their own juices.
The legs are broken.
They're all just kind of becoming this soup of, because it's just potato bugs. It's like you don't scoop up dirt with it or anything. It was the most disgusting thing. That's my nightmare, is that one of them, comes alive or makes somehow
Seeks
otherwise.
revenge.
When I do the blog, I'll get a picture of the potato bug.
Have you ever seen the guy who does vivariums on the internet?
Vivarians?
Vivariums, like an aquarium vivarium. So these are humongous glass enclosures that have a ton of bugs and insects, and then he'll introduce something else into it, a different kind of worm, and he'll watch the wars that happen in between certain types of animals that go in, who set themselves up and do attacks like a war and retreat, and then go build up the, like, as he's showing this
Building a society within that glass.
You really get to see how they protect themselves, what they do to attack other things, how they try and get other things to cause diversion so they can attack from behind, like all these really weird things that happen. Ants are like incredibly smart at diversionary tactics when they want to go eat the eggs of the aphids or whatever. When they're planted, they will set up a dance show over in front of them. They'll watch the dance show, and then they'll go in behind and eat all the aphids.
Okay, can I share? Oh, I don't know how to share my second screen, but I have a picture of what we call the potato bug and the potato beetle. So the potato beetle,
on the very bottom, there's an icon with a computer
share
screen
screen
with an up arrow.
Okay, I'm gonna go share screen and see if it works. Okay, it tells me which one to do. There.
I did have golden Colorado potato bugs at one point in Washagos because they were eating the leaves.
Okay, can you see it?
But they did not look like, that's
So the potato bug on my left is the ones in the basement that we would see. And then the other one is the potato beetle that I sent my children to get out.
Okay, so Jennifer, the roly-poly is the one on the left, right?
Yes.
And that's what I know them.
I thought the name was potato bug as well, but
obviously it is. It is called. She looked up potato bug and up came that thing.
Yes, it's called pill bugs. Yeah,
but it's not a bug of the potato.
No, it doesn't eat potatoes. It's just one of those little armor things that are really kind of cute. If you're not,
I'm sure they're called some sort of pod.
Cute. The closer you look, the uglier they get. A little bit like humans.
Sure. Yeah. So, potato bug mystery solved. I don't know what else.
Off on a tangent again.
What else do we have to say about this movie?
It's funny because at times it was scary and times it was laughably scary. Like it had both
I found
of
it
those
more
moments.
laughably scary. The parts that were so dramatic, I was here killing myself laughing.
I wonder how far in his writing was that book, because I mean they might have taken liberties with the movie, but it was a bit more campish than I appreciate him to be. Like when I compare it to The Green Mile, or like there's always a little bit of superstition or alien or monsters or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a bit far fetched, like with the generator, with the argumentative nature and personalities of some of the people in the store, and how quickly they turned their thoughts, how like Mrs. Carmody was nuts and the only crazy person in town, and all of a sudden 2 days later she's like, oh, the prophet is here. She knows everything.
And Jen, when I found out too that like was based on a Stephen King story, I thought, okay, well, this is going to be good. This is going to be suspenseful. But I was thinking kind of like even like Christine and Cujo and Children of the Corn. There's more suspense and it's more subtle. This was kind of more in your face, like the special effects and the
It was a bit. No, I didn't even know it was Stephen King.
Yeah.
Until after.
Yeah. With these bugs, it's like, oh, let's make them fly. Oh, let's make them huge. Let's make them, on fire. Let's make them bite you. Let's make them web you up. Like it's
That
Can you-
stinger in that poor girl in her neck, eh? Woo!
Oh, and then her face all puffed up too, like when she'd been lying there for a while. Yeah.
That's what I feel like when the mosquitoes get me.
Yeah.
So do you remember what was that movie with Jodie Foster? Listening to the alien sounds.
First Contact or Contact?
Contact, yeah.
Contact.
Yeah.
So in there, they also had a zealot religious person and ended up ruining the whole device they built. The aliens sent down the instructions on the device to build, and he would, go in and try and argue the fact that they shouldn't be. He was on talk shows and they should not follow.
I haven't seen that movie for a long time.
It's a very good movie, but the same kind of zealotry happened, and at the very end, somebody's watching as they're showing off how they're going to run this thing, and they see that same guy in one of the shots and go, "Oh no, this has got it," and he does things to make it blow up. And so this whole thing they spent billions of dollars to build to go contact the aliens.
That one guy ruins it.
The one guy ruined it all. The same thing as this woman, saying, "I know what
This
the
is Carmen
you can't be
again.
building it." And then you find out that they were building another one in secret in Japan, just in case something didn't go right with the first one.
Oh.
So they do get to go do the thing that they need to with the machine.
Otherwise, there's no movie.
Well, they could still make a movie out of it, but
Yeah, but they won't be going to Contact.
they won't be. But although they did a lot of smart things in it. Like in the movie, they drop the ball through the moving apparatus and it pops at the end. And so they built this machine all to spec, and they drop the ball, and you see what happens to Jodie Foster in the movie, and she sees her father and goes to the other land, and all this stuff happens. And then when the movie, like after that all happens, she's saying, "This is what happened to me," and it took 2 hours. And they go, "No, you
Right.
fell right through the thing.
Yeah.
You were out the other end, and so you're lying." And then she's going, "No, I'm not lying. I went through it," which
Yeah.
is dumb, because if you're going to be going and be able to traverse space and time because of this machine, at least let her say that might have happened that way, because it's something we don't understand. That's why they got us to build the thing.
Yeah.
And so she had to go through Congress and all the stuff and say, "This is what really happened."
Yeah.
And they turned her words of what she's saying happened to her into faith, which is what she was arguing against.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey's the priest guy a preacher who was sort of questioning her whole ethics of doing something like this. And then she
So-
became him.
We've just had a review on Contact.
But then the movie, The Arrival, also had a similar thing. You and I watched Arrival.
We did watch Arrival.
Yes. And
Yes.
there's a similar thing where at one point they don't know about if these people in Arrival or beings in Arrival are bad or not. And so then the army starts getting all scared and go, "Let's just go blow this thing up." We're not sure of what their intention is anymore. And therefore, the army's now taking over, and the people who are communicating with these things go, no, it's all good. It's all safe. It's all, and the army's going, "Get away from me. We're blowing it up. We know what we're doing." Strong army folks.
Yeah, and so in society, really, in this day and age, sure the army would take over, and that we wouldn't have the scientists would have to take it, because it's all against preservation. And First Contact's not going to be, "Oh, let's chat," like what's the one extraterrestrial one with
There's a few of them.
yeah, the one, oh my gosh, with Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, Close Encounters.
Yeah, like that one it was never "let's kill them," it was always
Let's
let's
learn.
communicate. But that was definitely not the theme of this movie. Let's communicate with the flying locusts that sting and kill, and spiders.
No, so we're quick to
Puppies.
want to communicate until we find out that there's a power imbalance, and then we get scared, and then we want to kill.
But the real
So-
answer is any aliens coming over here, we won't be able to fight anyways. So we
Yeah.
better try and communicate with them, because with disease or with anything, they could wipe us out. If they have enough power to get to our solar system and land and try and talk to us, or even try and kill us, they are so far advanced beyond us.
You know what we could do? We could put tariffs on them.
That's right.
That would do it.
Start a trade war. So for our many listeners and subscribers, August 2024 is when we watched Arrival.
Yes.
So
I have to watch it because that was
okay.
going to be on my list of things to watch.
That's
So,
a great movie. That's one of my favorite sci-fi movies ever.
yeah, I
Arrival,
definitely
okay.
have to watch
I don't
it.
think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Oh, Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner, Forrest Whitaker. Very, very well done movie. Didn't have all the holes that this one did. What year was that one?
Do you think it's that? I don't think it's that we're being picky to find all these holes. I think these are pretty
2016.
blatant.
I think
I
so
think
too.
so.
I think they're really noticeable. Yeah.
Well, cut corners. They obviously, had so much film to play with, and they're splicing all this together and went, oh, we can't go down this road, so let's have them drive away slowly and take forever. But you know what I mean? Like, they needed filler stuff because they were probably going a totally different direction with the animals, with the whole interdimensional kind of thing. And then that happens in movies all the time where, people are looking at it's going to be a 2-month shoot and they're into a month and they're watching the stuff, the studio execs, and they're going, I don't like the direction. We need a little teeny character that everybody can wrap their head around. We need, Oscar to join
The old lady.
we need the kid to join the Brady Bunch, and then everybody's gonna love this little child, and that'll keep us going for another season or two. Like that's
Yeah, I'm gonna put the book on my list, and
Book.
it's interesting that it's Stephen King's book to see
Book.
what difference it is.
what's a
Short story
book?
novel,
Oh, the
novella?
old Dead Tree edition. The Dead Tree edition.
Oh, you don't
of
know
the
what a book
movie
is.
called The Mist.
Oh, you poor thing. You're so woke.
The old Dead Tree. The opposite of woke. I'm weak.
Dead. I thought it was good. I mean, certainly not scary. Yeah, it was more meant to provoke the thought process, I think, of what would happen when 100 people are stuck in one spot with the potential of something bad out there. I did
The
not
ending is
remember
so
the
long.
ending. I have seen a long time ago. I must have just seen portions of it because that took me.
No,
But
movie.
he didn't write the ending this way,
Back.
so I don't know how he wrote the ending, but he said it's a better ending.
Yeah, well, I'd like
It
to
was
see.
so
Yeah, I would be curious to see what his ending was because he said this was a lot better than his. But
let's go
Better?
I wonder. We
Yeah.
you should get the audio book because how will they say the monster's coming? Like how do they read that book?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know if you can get the suspense like they have that they can do with
He
music
does
and
really
stuff.
well writing, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think The Mist is fairly old, so I would of his writing. Like
And I kind of feel badly for the performers of this movie too, because the leading guy and even Mrs. Carmody, they were well acted, like in the roles, but just the material they were given, right? It was like they were trying their very best, but
yeah, it just seems like a juvenile Stephen King sort
Yeah.
of plot sort of thing. But
Okay. The book ending after the chaos of the supermarket, including the death of the assistant manager, Ollie Weeks, and others. David and Young Sung Billy, Amanda, elderly teacher, and Repler escape in the truck. They drive south through the mist-covered ruins, passing wrecked cars, dead bodies, glimpses of enormous creatures. They briefly check David's house, his wife. David scans the radio through heavy static and interference. He thinks he hears a single clear word in a possible broadcast, Hartford, referring to Hartford, Connecticut. This gives him a tiny shred of hope that some organized military civilian responses might exist there. He tucks Billy in, kisses him goodnight, and whispers Hartford and hope to his sleeping son. Story ends next morning as they prepare to keep driving into the unknown mist. It's deliberately open-ended after after an Alfred Hitchcock ending. As King has described a similar ambiguous conclusion. So yeah, the reason he said it's a better ending because it was too ambiguous in his book.
it was a shocking, and yet you could understand how he wouldn't want his child to be mauled or torn open or I mean, I wouldn't, but I can see how someone would.
If you have a 99% chance of it happening, the 1% you hope for, you live for that 1%. You're driving along, keep those 4 bullets, all sit in the truck. You're hungry, you're starving, and you use those bullets if you need to at least to get rid of one of the animals that come to attack you. Although none have been shown to attack the truck. So how long are they going to be able to live in the truck? A day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, probably 12 days before anybody dies, 15 days. I mean, the old lady was a bit thin, but you got fat in your body. You're going to live a long time before you die.
Oh, I'm so glad Jeff and Jennifer and I are in the truck, and Stacy can live for a long time.
Yeah,
You're welcome. I'm going to keep lots of meat on my bone for that scenario.
You go, I've only got 3 bullets. Stacy, hey, I only have 2 bullets left. Jeff, yeah, it's just you and me, Anita. 1 bullet left. I'm holding the gun.
Na boo boo.
No, you kill the bullets are to keep your life going, not to. If anything, it's a very anti-NRA movie because the bullets are for saving your life in that situation, not for killing you. None of those people should have died. Like that makes no sense. That at the end of the movie, they go, oh,
they were the ones who were going to make it. They were the ones who were going to make it.
Well, I know they ran out of gas, but you don't know if the mist is clearing up just like it did. You don't know if the army's not going to come running by you. You have no idea what's going to happen.
You have to
roll.
You have to roll down.
It was a plot twist.
You have to roll down the window, and the mist will blow away like that.
Can of beans.
Yeah.
So much can be done at that moment. You have 4 bullets. You try and kill a couple of the animals, but none of them have been shown to try to get into the car. In fact, one walked right over top of the car when he tried to grab the gun, and he jumps in it. It just walks away. It's like they know they can't get at them, so they're not going to even try. And like, you can live a long time. It made no sense you commit suicide. That's like committing suicide after you stubbed your toe. I don't want to live. No, I stubbed my toe. You have no idea the pain I have. Where's Canada's program when you need it?
Toes hurt.
Yes. Good thing Jennifer didn't own a gun.
I would have stabbed Jeff right in the face.
With the gun.
And I would have feasted on his body with my little portable propane tank.
Like that would have been more realistic if they're now dying of hunger. And so one of them gets shot and then they barbecue them up in the back of the truck. And they eat
please
them.
don't say you wanted the movie to go slower at the end. Because like they were driving so slow, and now they're going to have to wait for.
You could have a quick calendar, 10, 20, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. You could have a calendar.
Click.
You don't have to actually watch them get old or get hungry. You just have a calendar. Day 1, day 2, day 3. You look at them. Oh, I'm hungry. Day 5, day 6, day 7. Oh, I'm really starving. Day 8, day 9.
Jeff could be a director.
Hey, where are they peeing in the car?
Pardon?
Where are they peeing in the car
on
for
the
12 days?
floorboard?
You're not peeing, are you?
Okay, well, I've never not eaten for 12 days.
You do need water. You do need water to live. So hopefully this mist is good, but very humid.
Go outside and lick the smoke.
Lick the windows. Window lickers. I know a lot of it could be better, but
yeah,
Stephen
not
King.
one of his finest.
No, but the ending was quite shocking. I didn't expect that he would do that.
Well,
They wanted to make you realize you should probably hold out more hope than he did.
Not use guns.
And plus Mrs. Carmody or Miss Carmody getting shot. It was very aggressive, shocking
His son,
occurrence.
He shot his son. It was Abraham in the freaking mountains.
I know I wouldn't have shot my kid. I don't know what.
No.
I would have shot the old lady because she'd be too slow, and the old guy.
This movie was all about slow.
But
keep her there for the slow.
Carmody was asking for a sacrifice, though, right? And then
Didn't you want to sacrifice his son? Do I remember that right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, she was screaming, "Get the son," and did you hear her say, "Get the son, get him," or "Kid, get the kid," and the whore.
Oh, yeah.
Heard that?
The young teacher, the whore.
Get her too. And the young
Talk
teacher's
about
like, what?
talk about
talking about
zealots.
me?
She was crazy.
It was
Oh, she
Old
was.
Testament.
But, she was good in that role. She really
Yeah,
was. Like,
even
I've
Paul
seen her in
said, he
other
said
things,
she
but-
was made for that
Yeah.
zealot character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I-
fact, now I don't know
Off
if I
the
can see
wall.
her in anything else
You're
without
right.
thinking of Carmody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I liked her as an actress, but she was vile in this one that I less like her as an actress.
She was vile.
That's what
She
an
was
actress
some,
is.
I think it makes you, when there's an actress that just makes you so mad, you're so angry, they're so negative, they're so greedy, you have so much angst for these people. It makes a better movie, I think. And everybody's
Story, yeah.
sweet and everybody's nice and everybody's lovely. And it's like, oh, when there's someone that you just hate, that ex-wife or
Well-
ex-husband or ex-boss
Exactly.
or
Well,
I know.
bad parent.
Yeah, last night I watched Mummy Dearest on Emby, and I had seen it many years ago in the theater. And there's a perfect example, Jen. Like Faye Dunaway, she wished she had never taken that role because she just despised what she had to do and everything. And
Real? Oh, I gotta watch that.
yeah,
now.
and it's pretty. Now a lot of it, some people say it's campy and everything too, like the no wire hangers. But to watch it again, like I was remembering certain parts, and I'm thinking, wow, like that performance was pretty good. She looked like her and everything. But yeah, she really regretted taking the role though.
I think for Marcia Gay Harden, she reminded me of the mother in Carrie.
Yeah.
Sissy Spacek, wasn't it? No,
No,
Sissy
Sissy
Spacek
Spacek
was
was
Carrie. Who was her
Carrie.
mother? Because the way that she was talking was very similar to how she would preach to Sissy Spacek.
Piper Laurie.
Oh,
Okay.
Piper Laurie. Okay.
Okay, we
Just
are
remember
knocking,
parts of it.
we are knocking on an hour. What's to bet that nobody's hung in this long? listening to us?
Well,
Yeah, but-
who's the friend who watches that we're not supposed to say bad things?
Francis, I don't know.
Francis, thank you for
send
sticking
her the link.
around.
And she
Francis,
does
you
I'll
did,
take your
because I've not said-
sourdough.
I've not said bad things for a
Make
long
you a loaf
time.
of sourdough.
Oh, that's our sibling videos that we do.
I think that if we put free sourdough, that we might get more subscribers. Like and subscribe
and-
for a free sourdough loaf.
I know
And-
for
and-
sourdough
and-
recipe.
Recipe.
And some laundry soap, homemade, environmentally friendly. low
Oh, could
cost.
you imagine the people?
Yeah. Oh, welcome.
We could get commercialized, sponsored.
I can do a mockery of their website. I can mock it. Oh, that's a terrible website.
Like and subscribe.
You're weird. You're weird people.
We are weird people.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
I
we
don't
probably
think we
should
have
wrap.
anybody watching
We
us.
should probably wrap it up and then let what do you call that? Finally, let people go because they're clinging to every word. I'm sure, and they need to go on and do things.
Spend their Saturday a
and-
little bit more appropriately.
it's good
no,
to
it's
know-
our Saturday.
It's good to know that none of the listeners will be our mother.
Well, the gross
She
national
can't
product
hear
of
us.
Canada goes down a little bit when our podcast comes out because so many people are just riveted to it and they can't get
That's
real
right.
work done.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
almost
It
like-
does go down. Yeah.
It's almost
Oh,
like
you
if
know
the
what I
Leafs were in the
saw?
playoffs.
You know what I saw at the eyeglasses Provision, Jeff, are AI glasses that have hearing. It's like for hearing impaired. It
Yeah.
goes through the part of your glasses by the ear as a bone conduction hearing.
Well,
And I
need to
thought
show 'em.
I should get them for my brother and my mother. Do you have them?
Anita
Well,
has
it-
them and I have them bone conduction.
Oh,
Yeah, but
they're
that's
in
not
your
our glasses.
glasses. It's a
Well,
pair of glasses.
What's this? Now they're glasses.
I want to get them for mom. I had no
Then you
idea.
take them off together and now you can see the glasses.
There you go.
You see how that happened? I
Okay, now-
invented a new thing.
Okay,
So good
now
at
prove that
glasses.
they're AI. Now prove that they're
What
AI.
the
What
hell I
can you
got to
s-
do with it?
They even have language translation. They have like you say something that you're looking at and it'll tell you through your phone, obviously, what you're looking at, where you're going, and there's no, it's all hand, it was very high tech, and I thought of you and mom. Deaf, deaf and blind.
I thought you were wanting so that I could be looking at something and go, oh, wonderful orange grass. And the glasses go, that's green.
Could you could you please tell me what
Colorblind.
color that is? AI.
I still remember when one of our kids was younger. I think it was Henry or Andrew, and someone said, "What color is grass?" And I think it was Andrew said, "Grass is green." He thought it was orange. Yes, but he knew to say grass
Awkward.
is green.
So awkward. I need to say it this way.
And I think on the job site, Martin had taken that fluorescent orange and painted out where not to cut, to dig or whatever. And so he said, well, just go around that. And then Andrew says, it's all green. I guess there's no color differentiation
You
at
can't
all.
put orange on grass. I wouldn't see
Oh.
it either. Yeah.
No.
Orange cones for Frisbee. I go, how stupid can you be? I can't see a cone. Like, it's on grass. Yellow cones.
It's
Even
all the
red
same.
cones.
It's all the same.
That's
Do you remember, Anita, when I was always being asked when I was a kid about what color is this? What color is this? And then, if I got it right, they'd say you're not colorblind. If I got it
You
wrong,
get a cookie.
they'd say I'm lying. But Anita said to Mom one day, I just think Jeff hasn't learned
His
color.
colors yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to be kind to Jeff because I don't think he's
He's
just
He
simple.
hasn't learned them yet. Jeff's not colorblind. He just doesn't
Simple.
know them.
I've never heard of colorblind. Like, and who can say that colorblind? That's crazy.
yeah.
Craziness.
Good thing
It
you
is.
didn't become a doctor.
There's a fault
I
in
was
the
like
genes.
8 or whatever.
Yeah.
Jeff
Right.
just thinks he's missing an arm.
Yeah. Because there are a number in the family too that are colorblind, right? Like Anita, like do you have the couple of your sons or
All the
So-
boys get it, the
the
women carry
boys?
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if the mother is got a brother who's colorblind, your son will have it.
Ah,
So that's the easy way to figure it out.
right. Okay. Yeah.
So my mother has a brother, Uncle Phil and
Yeah.
Uncle Bud are colorblind. So
So then it got passed down.
So
to-
your
My
two
kids-
boys are colorblind, Anita?
yes,
Really? What about the girls? I know girls can be colorblind.
typically not, but no. So I think it's not often that girls are colorblind. It can
Interesting.
happen, but it's a rare,
Yeah.
really rare thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
10% of the population is colorblind, and 1/10 the amount of women are colorblind that men are. So,
So it
1/10.
one
so
in
is-
100 women, 1 in 10 men.
So is your Doug colorblind, Jennifer?
No, but Caden is what's the other term for not colorblind, but you can't differentiate the shades of a color.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's sometimes this weird because
Yeah, like if you
colorblind is
say
a spectrum.
light blue, medium blue, dark blue, it's just blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he
We
see
went,
it?
we
as
went to the
different
eye
colors?
doctor, and the eye doctor's like, show the lighter color to the darker color, and there's like it's the
There's no
same color.
difference. Yeah.
I don't know what
Because
that's called.
That's colorblind, because you could put two greens next to each other and go, one's dark brown and one's light green, and you'd go, they're the same freaking green, Jeff.
Yeah, but it's two different qualities of color blindness. One is like red and green, and the other are the shades
The
of like
brown,
it's a
yeah.
two.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the
reds and
shades of.
blues. It's reds and blues.
But
that-
if you do a colorblind test on him, he'll pass. But if you do the gradients
Right.
of shades, he won't.
Right. Ah, okay.
So now
So-
we've also have a colorblind segment to our.
Yeah. Yeah. This is interesting. I'm learning a lot. I didn't know
Hashtag
that.
colorblind.
Yeah.
Anyways, for the next movie, I was gonna lighten it up a little bit. Have any of you guys done As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt?
I love it.
I haven't seen it in a long, long time to forget it all. but
Stacy, have you seen it?
I've seen about a very long time, but I did like it. Saw a long, long time ago.
Do you want to
so-
do that? Because we've all seen it. It's been a long time for me too. I could pick something else and put it in the messenger later.
Well, I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with it.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
In fact, I just came across it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I thought, I maybe should watch that again.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
think
was
it's a
gonna
good
do
choice, yeah.
Little Miss Sunshine, but it's
Greg
not on
Kinnear.
MB. It's
Greg
not on
Kinnear.
Yeah, Greg Kinnear. But it's not on MB, so I won't do that one.
Greg Kinnear plays Hogan in the.
Oh,
Well, Greg
autofocus,
Kinnear's
right?
Autofocus.
in As
Yeah.
Good as It
Autofocus,
Gets.
Anita, you'd like it.
What was that?
I love Greg.
Autofocus.
Out of focus?
Autofocus. Greg Kinnear is in the movie Autofocus. It's
Yeah, I
about,
thought-
about Hogan.
It's
And-
about
and
Bob,
so
Crane.
It-
Yeah.
You see that way, but he was murdered, right? And so it's a story of that and how he got sort of entangled in that. And so you see a lot of the background of Hogan's Heroes because the movie sort of starts when he's
Oh, that would be good.
becoming big with Hogan Hero. So you see him and they say cut as he's hitting on the woman who was the secretary of Clank, that kind of stuff.
Helga.
Yeah.
Oh,
See it.
You guys got good
Yeah.
memories.
I probably should see that one because,
I like Greg Kinnear as an actor. He's in As Good as It Gets, and I love his role. So.
Yeah.
I like him. Well, we can't talk too much about it because then we have nothing to talk about.
Let's do the review now for next month.
Yeah.
Well, we've also done Arrival and we
Yeah.
talked about Color.
And we talked about Mommy Dearest, and
That's
yeah,
right. There you go.
Now that's going to be on my list too.
Well,
yeah,
so
definitely. Yeah, she's
Occasionally-
phenomenal, but-
occasionally,
We get off topic.
YouTube will show me, and this is what was talked about, and it'll list actors and it'll list things. So, like, movies will pop up that we talked about.
That's good. That'll clue my memory.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we're done for the month, and we will see all of you, many fans.
Like and subscribe.
We'll see you next month.
T-shirts and paraphernalia coming soon.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.